Hi, welcome to Python Learn to Code. So today we are going to start with the new software Learn to Code with Python. So this chapter is about beginning with Python. So in this video we are going to see the basics of Python, the features of Python, few plus and minus of Python, and which software we are going to use to code in Python. So this Python is a very powerful language which has been developed by Guido van Rossum. Who developed it? It is developed by Guido van Rossum in February 1991. So as we have seen already, it is a very powerful language, and even this YouTube is also using Python in its backend, in its server-side programming for its code. So we are going to begin with very basics of Python. So this Python is a language which has various advantages and few disadvantages as well. So this advantages, it is very easy to use. It has a very simple code structure. That is, it has very simpler syntax. Syntax is nothing but the grammar, the format which you use to begin your coding, right? And it is an interpreted language. It is not a compiled language. So compiled language, the code will get compiled altogether into object code, whereas interpreted language, the code will get interpreted line by line, checking for its syntax and executed. And it is a cross-platform language. It can run on any platform like Windows, Unix, Linux. It's a cross-platform language. And it's free and open source. You can freely download it from internet using this website. So I'll give you the link where you can download your free Python software, www.python.org. In that you can go to downloads and download the latest version of Python. It has various usage and applications, like you would have heard, like it is used in data science, analyzing the data, interpreting it, visualizing it, using charts, and using it for web development, machine learning. So it has varied applications throughout. So these are few of the advantages of Python. So now let us see, it also has few disadvantages. Like it is not the fastest language. Execution time is not fast compared to other compiled languages. It's not the fastest. It has lesser libraries compared to C and Java. It cannot be easily translated to other programming languages. It's not easily translatable. So these are the basic advantages and disadvantages. Now let us begin with Python. So I've told you how to install it. Like you can visit this website, www.python.org, go to download section, and you can download the recent Python IDLE. So Python IDLE is nothing but Integrated Development and Learning Environment. IDLE stands for Integrated Development and Learning Environment. So this Python IDLE, we will work in this Python IDLE in two different ways. IDLE stands for Integrated Development and Learning Environment. So you will work with Python in two different ways. That is two different modes in your IDLE. One is script mode and the other one is interactive mode. I'll show you how we will work in these two different modes in Python. So one is script mode and the other one is interactive mode. So interactive mode is also, you can call it as immediate mode, because you will get your response immediately in this interactive or immediate mode. Whereas in script mode, you can give set of commands which you can save and execute it later. So now let us see how to open Python, which is installed. I've already installed Python. So you can go to your start Python IDLE. So this is your Python IDLE. You can see the Python prompt with triple greater than sign. This is your Python interactive mode. Okay, this is your Python interactive mode. So here whatever commands you give, you will get the output immediately. It interacts with you immediately. That is why it is called as interactive mode. For example, I'll give you a simple command: print welcome. Right? So print is a function here which needs its argument to be given in a parenthesis. So you give print welcome. You can see the output immediately. So that is why it is called as interactive mode or immediate mode. Here you can give one command at a time, for which the output will get displayed immediately. So you don't need a print command also. You want to do some calculation, you can see I'm adding 2 plus 3 plus 5. I didn't give any command. I'm just executing an operation. Just press enter. You get the result immediately. Right? Like this, any command. Right? I'm doing some mathematical operation here. So you get the result of your statement immediately following it. So this is called as interactive mode. What is it called? It is called as interactive mode. So just I'm showing you the two different modes. Okay. So now let us see what is script mode. So for script mode, you're opening a separate file in which you can give set of commands. So go to file, click on new file. So in this, we are going to give some set of commands for which the output will appear in the interactive mode. So just let us do a program to just add two numbers and display its result. So here in Python, hashtag is a comment statement which will not be executed by the interpreter. Right? I'm just assigning values. A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 20. If you have learned any other programming language, you will know what is variable, how to assign a value to a variable. But anyway, even that will be explained in the next video, the basics of Python. So now we are assigning some value to two different variables. With this, under the memory location A and B, the values 10 and 20 get stored. So now just let us print the result. Print sum is equal to. So always the text and the variable or value has to be separated by comma, and the text should be enclosed within double quotes. So sum is equal to A plus B. Anyway, we'll see all these programming concepts again. Now you try to understand what is interactive mode and what is script mode. In interactive mode, only one command at a time, whereas in script mode, more than one command can be given together. Now we are going to save this file. So let us save it as first.py. Python files have to be saved with the extension .py. Click on save. So you can see it becomes first.py. Now we are going to execute this program. For that, go to run, click on run module, or shortcut you can press F5. You can see the result got displayed here. Sum is equal to 30. Simultaneously, I will keep your Python script first.py also open. You can see this is the script mode where you give the set of commands in a file and you save it and you run it. The output gets displayed in your interactive mode for the set of commands which you have saved in your file first.py. So I hope you understood the difference between interactive mode and script mode. I repeat, in interactive mode, one command at a time, and in script mode, you can give more than one command at a time. In interactive mode, the results are immediate, whereas in script mode, it has to be saved and all the commands gets interpreted at once and the result gets displayed. And in your interactive mode, you cannot save them in a specific name, whereas in your script mode, you can save your file with a specific name which you can use later. You can get back to this file again, whereas when after you exit, you cannot see these results in interactive mode again. So now let me close this first.py script, and now this I'll show you. Like, I'm going to close Python and reopen it again. Where you can find the difference, we will not find the interactive mode commands again, right? So here again I'm opening Python ideally. So you can see in interactive mode nothing appears, whereas I can open the same file first.py again. Right? You can see first.py. When I open, the script got opened again. So you call a program as a script in your Python script mode. So you can run it any number of times. So once you run it, the result gets displayed in your interactive mode. So hope you understood how to begin working with Python. So we have seen how to work in interactive mode and script mode, how to create a program. Now you know how to save a Python file. So the first program you can create, I'll suggest you to print your name and say welcome to learn Python in a single program. So that's all for today in this video. Let us meet in the next video. Bye. Thank you.